Hi, everybody. This is Gary Dean, and this is our nightly video report for Tuesday, February 28th, 2017. So we actually saw the markets down today. We haven't really seen the S&P down 6 points in quite some time because they've been battling it back up towards the close and, only closing down a couple points. And that's only happened twice. So today was a down day, one of the ones we haven't seen in a while. I do believe the dynamics of this market and this bull run is changing. I'm going to reiterate, I'm not looking for a bear market, but I'm looking for a drop that is going to make people think it's a bear market, but it's not. And what we've been waiting for, and what I've been saying is, I'm waiting for this topping process to complete. And it's I don't think it's here yet. I still believe that no matter, we could go down another 20, 30 points, maybe 40 points, but most likely we're going to come up and lure a lot more people in with a short covering rally that brings us back up. And from there, you're going to get all the longs jumping in and all the shorts covering, and from there they pull the rug out. And most likely what is going to happen is you're going to find people that are way too long and not short enough before the big drop happens. So what I've been doing is, when we get these big moves to the downside, I believe it or not, I've been kind of bottom ticking also but I'm closing half of my position and then waiting for a rally to short it back again. Now, I'm perfectly aware and almost believe it will happen, that I'm going to do what I've been trained to do, and that is take half off, and it's going to continue down, but I'll still have a position in it, so it's not going to be, that hurtful on it. But it will really suck if you're waiting for a big move to the downside. You take it all off because you want to reshort it higher, and it keeps going, and then you're stuck chasing. So I take half off. Yes, I could have made more money if I take it all off, and especially when we get moves like this and then we go up like this. But the pattern that I'm following and I've been showing you is this expanding top. So right now it's looking for a move to come someplace down into the 23.45 level. That doesn't mean we can't come up and close this gap. And what I mean by that is, you can see where it came up and then came down and tested the bottom of this. So we actually could get something like that. Now, we may not. I mean, we're really, really overextended. We have extreme bearish divergences on all time frames, but this pattern is looking for a move here. So if it comes up, I'm going to continue to short all the way back up to this trend line here, with expectations that the first stop will be down to this 23.45, but the actual target is, when it breaks through this expanding top, is all the way down at the 23.20 level, if not a little bit lower than that. So that's the pattern in play. We were working off of that bearish rising wedge that it broke through. So I still am on the side of any kind of strength. Just build a short position, be patient, and this topping process is going to end at some point, even as frustrating as it might be. So we have the wave structure. I mean, we can count a wave 5 so many different ways on this. We're right at a moving average, and that's been typical where the bulls have been stepping in to buy, has been the 15-minute 200-day moving average. So if they break through it, this is just going to be another notch in the belt that we are making. This top is really, really close to being in place, if not in place. Now, if we break this, I think the bare minute we could most likely get a quick move down to the 23.46, but I still think we're coming down to this 23.31, 23.35 area. That would make the most sense, and then from there bounce back up, test the highs before again making that rounded top, and then from there we get the big move to the downside. So we're right at the 50, a little bit below the 50 marker. So it's not, and this is only on a 15-minute chart, so we're not really oversold at all. We don't have any bullish divergences, but again, if we pop up, just look to short it with expectations that we're coming down here. Even if they take it above, if they break out to a new high, as you can see, they're not lasting that long. When you get into this topping process, they don't last. They pop up and then come down. So I don't think that's going to end, and I do believe that we're going to be heading lower. 60-minute chart, you can see that we haven't even really budged on anything. We have these bearish divergences in place. The momentum hasn't just started rolling over. we were trading right at the top of, hang on one second here, 24 hours. Okay. We're right at the top of the regression channel and wave structure. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the 5. So once this completes, again, my target area is all the way down here, and it could go lower than that, but it has to top. That's really the biggest thing. We have everything in place for it. We just need price to kind of confirm it and head down, and that's why I've been, trying not to set the wrong expectations on. I was thinking it was going to drop right away because I know that they do a topping process where when we do make the highs, they're going to come back up and test it before the real drop. So you can see the moving average right at this 2360 level. This is where we've had a lot of people buying. So if they break that, there's a shot we could come all the way down to this 2312 area, 2311. Now, obviously there's some support levels here that may be playing out, but once we break one, a lot of times they go down to the second moving average, which is there. So that wouldn't surprise me either. And then we head back up, and again, all part of the topping process. But plenty of room in the gas tank to move lower. We already have the bearish divergences. Looking at the daily, this is the red flag because we're outside of the regression channel. Whenever we've done it on the downside, it's been an explosive rally. And whenever we've been to it on the upside, we've had big drops. So this is what I believe is pending, but we're going to get this before this drop, and it's probably going to be happening. It may have started already. We just have to wait and see, but you can, just looking at it, you can't even really see the drop yet. So we're going to get a bigger drop and then bounce back up, but eventually this is going to be the move to the downside. So with that, let's see what plays out tomorrow, how the market reacts to Trump's Congress, or whatever's going on with that. And have a great night, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.